Hello guys, Leslie Ed here. Are you still doing this in your Flutter app where you declare assets in a class and you specify all the string parts in one particular class, specifying their names and all that so that you'll be able to reference them in your Flutter application? Or you directly put the string part in your Flutter code, asset.image, and you just put the part directly. Are you still doing this? If you're still doing it, it's wrong. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you guys how we can tackle this and fix it using Flutter Gem, the safer, smarter way to handle assets. So the first thing you want to do is to go to your web browser, search for, you're going to see Flutter Gem. So what we are going to do is to go to the installations. From here, what we are going to do is to copy this, the build runner. You need build runner and the Flutter Gem runner. So we're going to copy this and go to our project. Prospect the YAML file, just scroll down to where you have the dev dependency, and then just under the Flutter test, you want to paste that in there. So allow Flutter to do its thing. I think it's just going to run the pub get for us, and it's going to install the necessary package and all that. So once you're done with it, I think the next step, according to the documentation, is to run run build runner build. So we're going to run this command, okay? So what we're going to do here, just copy that, paste it here, and hit enter. And give it some seconds. It's going to build the package executable and then generate the file for us. So just hold on. Nice. So here you can see, if we scroll down to our lib folder, and you can see here, you just created a new directory. Under the directory, you're going to see the assets.gem.dat. The reason why I only have assets here, .gem, is because my folder structure for assets only contains icons. You can add SVG, you can add GIF, JSON file, and all that. Okay, it's going to also map it properly for you. So looking at this now, this is the generated code. You don't need to modify this by hand, just leave it as it is. So we have, you can see it's helping us to map all those strings parts from our assets directory. So this one, you don't need to worry about any kind of typo and all that. It's going to generate all of them for us. And you can see how clean this is and smooth. So to use this, what we are going to do is to go to our Flutter project now. Now we don't need all this anymore. You can just, delete this and all. If you want to get profile, for instance, say we have, okay, let's say app icon, for instance. What we can do is to call assets. We can just use assets. Yeah, we can just use assets dot, then what's the name? You can say logo. What was the name that we used for that? Should be app icon. Okay, dot app icon dot, you can now say app icon dot path. But I think you cannot use the property path, can't be accessed on this type in a constant expression. So we need to remove this const keyword here, and this is it. Very smooth, we have it. But if you don't want it to be this way, you don't want to start, this is more like you duplicating the whole process. So what we can do, instead of defining a class and then calling these strings again, we can just call it directly in our application. So as you can see here, I have this account icon. So what I can do is, instead of calling these strings directly, I can just say assets dot account icon dot path. Right? If you save it, you can see there's no error. It still has the string showing there. We can also do the same thing for the following ones. This is for home. So what I can do, I'll just copy this and paste it here, then go ahead and change the name. So let's just use, say, profile. Let's use logout and all that. Now you can see how easy it is. We just replace all the string based parts with the generated constant from the Flutter Gem package. That's it. Flutter Gem makes your code cleaner, safer, and easier to maintain.